Of course, any proper census of Michigan's attractions begins with Detroit, an interesting place to visit even if you live there. With Canada just on the other side of the busy river for the traveler who wants to say he has set foot in a foreign country. Detroit is one of America's key business centers, with something interesting almost always going on at the huge Cobo Exhibition Hall. Pro teams in all the sports, good stores, shops, and hotels and theaters where the national companies of the big Broadway shows play extended in gates. To students of the arts, some of Wayne University's modern buildings make quite a contrast to the traditional structures we saw at Greenfield Village. And any one of the several museums is worth a visit to anyone who wants to catch up on his culture. What Hollywood is to the movies, Detroit is to the automobile business. And wherever you go around the city, you'll see their buildings. Their research and styling centers, behind whose modernistic walls are the carefully guarded models of the car you may be driving a couple of years from now. Car makers offer tours through the plants and along the assembly lines, and you'll feel a much closer kinship to your cars after you've stood by the assembly line and watched them go together. A short drive north, where the busy St. Clair River accepts the blue waters of Broad Lake Huron, we're joined by visitors from Canada, entering with the casual informality that has always characterized this longest and friendliest of national boundary lines. Much of Michigan was settled in the early days by Germans. And if you stop here for lunch, don't miss the potato pancakes. You can always go back to your diet after the trip. Very interesting. But for those not on the way to the equator at the moment, let's check the road map. Driving to northern Michigan once was something of an adventure. But now, from the beautiful Saginaw Bay country, Interstate 75 goes right up through center. A few eye-filling hours will bring you to the northern shore of Lake Huron and the gateway to one of the most romantic regions of the many Michigans.